If you forget or if it happens to go, you go to the wrong side. To the wrong side. That's fine. Come back down there. I'll keep talking to you throughout as well. That's it, good. Side step all the way down. And same thing, but you're going to come down this side. Easy enough? Yeah. Next stretch is going to be a little jog, and you're going to kick your opposite hand to the highest point. Try and get 4 kicks from thread to corner and thread to corner as well. Ready? Go. So I read your report. Team report?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Get sent a lot of team reports. I think that's the best one I've read. It's quite comprehensive. Who writes it for you?
Oh, my coach.
Coach, yeah. Very detailed. I like that a lot.
Yeah, he hasn't even been here that long, so.
Does he not?
No, he came midway through season.
Okay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to work a little bit on the first touch for the first part, and then the second part we're going to work a little bit on one-on-ones, but kind of specific to your game. So one-on-ones inside the ball, providing yourself a yard and taking a shot. So we'll keep going through that. Next stretch is to kick sideways across your body. So similar to the last one. And now we're to speed the ring part. Okay, so from red to yellow, something quick push away. Are you off?
Good, Karen.
Twice here, sorry, once on that side, once on that side, then close, and then we'll move on. Okay? Good, nice work. Aston Villa won? Can you believe it? Villa will be delirious. Think Leicester are going to win the league?
There's no real team that's winning it right now.
No, nobody seems to want to win it apart from them, do they? Do another open and then one more close as well. I'd like to see them or Spurs win it. I'm not really bothered about Man City. They've got a lot of money, so I'd rather somebody else win it.
We've seen free kicks and corners and some throw-ins going into Southampton's box. To be honest, the balance of play that they've shown from Capsule.
And then when you get back to your cones, again, just grab a ball, move around the ball, get lots and lots of touches on the ball. In any situation. So anytime you take the first touch, it's going to be one of these 3 things. So we're going to concentrate on the first one to begin with, which is a touch to protect, or a touch to prepare. So they're both kind of the same thing, alright? So a touch to protect or prepare would be when a ball's coming towards you. Say you've got a bit of pressure in this scenario here, and you're going to kill the ball dead. Okay, so you're going to keep it close to your person, so you're protecting it from this player, but then you're preparing to do your next thing, which for you, it might be touching the ball past the defender and taking a shot to goal. Okay, so I'm going to play a load of balls towards you. You can use any part of either foot to control the ball, so long as it stays close towards you, and then you're preparing to touch it away to the space to take a shot. Okay, so we've got, this is your first gate, this is your second gate. Go through either gate with your second touch. Alright, once you've taken your first touch, I want you to adjust your feet and your body position and your body weight so that you can get into the space as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So obviously when you go from there to there, you don't want to be taking 2 touches. We don't want to be slow and lethargic, we don't want the ball spinning away. We want a nice crisp touch so that you can just step in straight away and take the shot to goal. Okay, so when you come through this gate, you've got to shoot left into that pug. When you go through that gate, you've got to shoot into that pug there. Okay? And you dictate what side you go. Alright, so we'll do a little practice. So you've got all the diamond there. Your first touch must stay inside the diamond. Okay, so I'll play it in, you control it. Second touch is a touch out, and then you shoot. Alright? Remember, if you go through that gate, you shoot into this goal. So let's go. We've got 11 balls. I'm going to give you 1 practice, then we'll do 10 real time, and we'll set a target how many goals we're going to score into. Okay? Ready? And go. Start. 10 in a row, so up to 10, how many goals are you going to score?
How many shots?
We've got 10.
10? I'll say 7.
7 out of 10. Okay, but remember, if you go right, you've got to shoot into that goal.
Oh.
If you go left, you've got to shoot into that one.
Okay.
Sticking with 7?
Yep.
Yeah? Alright, you ready? Here we go. 1 out of 1. It's a good start. It's good. 2 out of 3. We'll talk in a second. Ready? Good touch. Down. That's a great touch. That's a very good touch. I'll give you that. If it goes above the pug, that counts as a goal as well, okay? Ready? Two, five, Will, 5?
Yeah.
Shot, 6. 3 balls left. Smash your target 7. That's very good.
Very fortunate, by the way, he needs to have to go 8 hours since he last it.
I like that one a lot. That was really good. And then last one. I'll give you that one again. Play it back. Nice shot. Just redo that one. You ready? Make it stick to you. Good. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Lovely stuff. Very good shooting. Right. The touch, ball's going to come in. Your first touch now has to come out the diamond, which a lot of people find this one a little bit easier than the previous one. First touch is going to come out of the diamond, away from the defender, and then you're going to shoot to goal. Okay? Once again, we'll go back. We'll do 2 rounds. We're going to do a round delivering from this side, a round delivering from that side. We'll go. Let's go right foot first. Right, so the first 5 balls that come in towards you, you've got to come out with the right foot. You've got to come out with the right foot. Okay? So either across your body like that, or with an open body like that. Okay?
So I have to alternate 1, 2.
Totally up to you when you do. Okay? So it's either touch them across your body with the inside of your right foot, or touch with an open body with the inside of your right foot. So we'll do 5 from here, 5 from there. So we'll go right foot, left foot as well. And then we'll focus on the outside of your foot after that. Okay? You ready? Here we go. So ball in. Right foot. So cross your body right foot or open body right foot. Inside. Ready? So it's got to be the inside of your foot here. There we go, kids. Ready? You're going to get away from the defender. So touch the space away from the defender. Ready? Ball in. Nice, very nice. 2 more. Really good shot. I'm going to give you 1 more just because that didn't quite go far enough away. The direction was fine. The actual shot you pulled off was good as well. I just want to touch a little bit bigger. Good. Yes. 5 balls over here. Inside your foot again, Chandler. This is your left foot though, okay? So open body left foot or a cross body left foot. You ready? Here we go. Good shot. Really good stuff. You ready? Give me that one again. Just a little bit more weight on your touch. Go. Lovely touch, fantastic shot, really good work. Ready? It's good. 1 more. Do that one again, roll back. Ready? Watch your direction. Yeah, lovely. Alright, great stuff. I'll stay over this side. We'll do outside of the left foot or outside of the right foot. Yeah. Okay? But the ball coming from this angle, and then we'll do the same over there as well. Okay? Ready? Ball in. Three more. Great touch. It's a really good touch, really good shots there. Last one of these. Nice. Alright, good stuff. So that's the first two types of touch. What's the first one again?
Touch to protect or prepare.
Okay, good lads. What was the second one?
Touch to space.
Touch to space. And guess what the third is?
Touch to goal.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of. Go a little bit more detail. It's a touch to beat an opponent. Okay.
Continuing their amazing surge for the Premier League title with a 3-1 win against Manchester City. Here now from the
Not going well, is it? Right, so for a touch to beat an opponent, a good example of this might be defenders running fast towards you. All it will take is one touch forward and direct to get past them. Okay, so if you've ever ran to close somebody down a straight line, if they take a slight touch to the side, very hard for them to change direction in time to stop the ball. Okay, so this time your first touch is going to be a little bit more forward, a little bit more direct. You're going to go through one of the two gates beyond Fred and then straight into a shot. Okay?
Still opposite sides. Like,
yes, let's go for opposites, just to make it slightly more of a challenge for you.
okay.
But this one's quite easy, and for this round, any part of your foot to get through the gates, okay? And then we'll change to a slightly different type of touch in a second after this round. Okay, so this one's pretty straightforward.
13 games away from what would be the most extraordinary championship when they go to Arsenal.
Obviously, I'm not classing the first time shot as a touch, I'm classing that as a shot, okay? Just in case, because you did kind of mention that in a second, I'll just clarify that. Alright, let's go through all the balls here, you ready? So put the ball in, nice and direct, through the gate, any part of your foot, and then straight to the shot. So let's go from touch to shot as quick as we can. Ready? Give you a couple of practice. You ready? Get it through the gate. It's been a bit harder than I thought this one. Ready? There you go, good stuff. Nice. Good shot. Ready? Crystal Palace still can't buy a win. Top of beat Watford by a goal to nil. Spurs up to second in the table. The challenges touch, nice shot. If you want off from here, then we'll go 5 over there as well. That's right. Ready? Good touch. Yeah, lovely job. Good stuff. Right, 5 from the side. Ready? Great touch, Chandler. Really good touch. Yeah. Love that. 3 more.
It says a lighting options you want and the answers you need.
And then last one. It's going to be a size for okay? Okay, very well. Any questions about the 3 variations of touches?
No.
Pretty straightforward, darling. Next time you play in a game or a practice, just pay attention to the types of touches that you do and what's going to be the best touch in that particular scenario. So again, a good one for if you're going to go touch to beat the opponent, if he's running fast towards you, just use his momentum against him. If he's there, maybe a touch to space, take your shot. Maybe his body weight's gone across to one side, you touch it to the space the other side, take your shot. Or if he's maybe a slightly better defender, bring it down, entice him close, and then beat him after. Alright, so that's your 3 types of touches. We're going to work on something slightly different now. This can go one of 2 ways. It'll either be very difficult for you to get, and it might take a lot of practice, or what I'm hoping, you might take to it straight away and be able to do it straight away. You might already be able to do this, okay? So what I need all you do is just lay the ball into your path, For now, you've got a defender who's putting you under pressure, but that's it. Apart from that, you've just got the goalkeeper to beat, but the goalkeeper's momentum is moving that way because he's followed the ball to come in, okay? So I want you, I'm going to play the ball towards you. However you do it for the first 5 or 6 touches and shots is entirely your choice. Then I'm going to show you a way that I like. Now, it might be that during this 5 or 6 shots you get, you might do what I want you to do anyway, which is great because maybe you can fly through it, okay? But all I want you to do is get the ball under control as quick as you can to get you shot away into that puck goal there. Okay, so that's a scenario. Sorry?
In the puck goal?
That puck goal there, and only because the goalkeeper's moving with the momentum of the ball, which means it's a little bit easier for him to get to that one. So we're going to use his momentum against him, just like you did with the touch to get away from the defender, to get past the defender, and we're going to put it back there. Okay? You can use either foot. Don't really mind how you do it. I'll give you 1 practice and I'll give you 6 real time. So come forward just a touch, take a step to your left. There we go. Any questions? Right, ball in. Ready? Last one. Why am I grinning?
Because I didn't like the
Because you did it exactly the way that I was going to ask you to do it anyway. Right, really good. Which is what, Chandler? Yeah, because when you control, so you can control with 1 foot and touch, then all your body weight's going onto your left foot, which means you can spring forward, because you haven't got any momentum here, alright? You've got 1 step, 1 yard to get away, so springing off 1 foot is really, really important, alright? So you set yourself up perfectly to do that. You can change it now,
Okay.
Who taught you how to do that?
Probably Tom.
Tom, yeah. Coach.
But good coach.
Huh?
Lunatic, but good
Lunatic? Right, 2 sets. So this is your scenario now. Do me a favour, Chandler. Stick a ball on that blue cone next to you there, and then stick one on that one there for me. This is your pocket of space. Defender, 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 goalkeeper. Again, goalkeeper's following the path of the ball, so he's coming across. I'm going to lay the ball in towards you. Your first touch is going to stay somewhere in that space. So we want to touch it away from this player. So your first touch, the natural touch you were doing before, that's going to put your body in between ball and him. So he can't challenge you now. It's taking it away from this defender who's rapidly closing you down. It's not going to go too far that this guy can get it. And because it's moving closer to goal, it kind of takes that player out as well. Okay? So you're comfortable taking the ball even when you're surrounded by players. Do you like David Silva?
Who just got injured.
Has he? No way. He's my favourite player in the Premier League to watch, apart from Balassi and Mahrez, obviously. But if you ever watch David Silva, he could be surrounded by 5 guys. He'll happily take that ball. And he could distribute his body weight and his touch perfectly to eliminate all of those guys, which is what we're going to do here. So we're going to say you're surrounded by 4 players. So you've got a goalkeeper, ball's going to go in there. Don't knock the ball off the cone, but this is just to kind of give you that feeling of being surrounded and in a tight little compressed space. Okay, take a little step to your left, step forward. Any questions? You've got 2, 4, 6 of these balls. Ready? Here we go. Ball in, touch, finish. Can we get it right to the point? Ball in, touch, finish. And again, ready? Ball in, touch, finish. Ready? Stuff. Then switch it around. What you like doing it in reverse? What you like doing it from the other side? Right foot to left foot. Let's find out. Plant, body weight down, spring off, and then finish with your left foot, okay? So we'll do a few little practice shots and then I'll surround you with players again, just give you a little bit more pressure. Ready? So ball in, touch, finish. Ready? Okay, balls back up here. Surround you with defenders. I would say the more I expose you to it, the easier it becomes. You fix your radar, you start putting them in the back of the net.
Certainly by 3 goals to 0 while we come together. There we put in the side from the young man. That's right. Yeah, no, it's one of the.
There you go. Radar fixed. Just one thing, and you would do this, I'd say 100% of the time normally. Once you've taken your touch, make sure you look at your target. Okay, so it's only happening because I've given you something a little bit more difficult to do, that you're concentrating on the ball. Just get into that habit, bringing your eyes up, and then taking your shot again. Okay, you ready? So ball in, touch, target, shot. Again, we talked that might happen as you get until you get used to it. Touch, shot. Lovely, good stuff. Let's finish with 2 more exactly like that. It's very good. You ready? Right. One more little thing and then we'll go into the dribbling moves.
That's how we start the throw. Great song coming in from the left hand side. Then going across field pass for Antonio.
So you're going to get 8 balls from there, you're going to receive the last 2 from there. Alright, you've got a little blue box to work in, and you've got Fred in front of you. Alright? So whatever you decide to do with the ball here is completely your choice. Alright, so I'm going to play the ball in towards you. It'll be a variation of one of the touches that we've worked on the last 20 minutes or so. So a touch to protect the pair, touch the space, touch to beat the opponent, or taking it on the arm, which is a touch to protect the pair. Okay?
Either goal.
Sorry? Either goal from any side. The ball's going to come in towards you. We're going to whip these in with a little bit more speed and power now. Okay? So what you decide to do, I'm actually going to move him a little bit further up. So he's going to be inside the box just to eliminate a little bit more space as well. Alright? If it's a touch to beat the opponent and it comes out of the box, that's absolutely fine. But the rest, I want all the touches to stay inside. So if it's a touch to space, it doesn't go any further in the box there. If it's a touch to protect the pen, when you do your second touch, it stays inside the box. Okay? So this is your tiny pocket space. 4 blue cones again at defenders, and you're going to get your shot away regardless. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Hang on. Yeah. Ready? Get that again. Get that one again. Ready? I'll give you 3 from here, so I've got 3 here. So I'll just move him. Here's what I'll have you do for this one, let's just add an extra little thing in here. So for this one, you're going to receive 3 balls from there. You're going to be marked by Fred to start with. Okay, so what I want you to do, lose Fred, receive the ball, and then do what you need to do. Okay? So, what goal you're going to, it's entirely up to you, but if you're going to go for that goal, and you decide to come and get it like this, that's not blocked. So you've got to think about where you're running to. I'm not going to pass the ball until you call for it as well. Alright, are you ready? So the ball will come in. The first touch has to stay inside the box. Yeah, you've got to shoot from inside the box. You ready? Go. You can move anywhere inside the box as well. You don't have to take it just there. Ready? Great shot. The hand in for that ball, I think we'll top the corner. Ready? Go. Good job. And last one. You can do that one more time. Don't forget to look at your target before you take your shot as well. Ready? Go. body there as well. Great stuff. Right. Just move around the turf when you're ready. Just when you attack Fred, any move that you might do in the game. Okay, something that you're comfortable doing. So, for example, I might show you a scissors, but it might be that you hate scissors and you'd never do it in a game, okay? So it's my chance to see what you would do normally in a game to get past the player. And just grab the ball a few more times and just attack from end to end. So just go from one side to the other. Do one more, and then we'll run through a series of different moves. Okay. So I'm going to do, I'm going to expose you to 6 different dribbling moves here. Alright? It might be that you've seen all 6 of these before. If that's the case, that's fine. What I want to see is if any of these we can adapt and make them useful for your game. Or it might be worst case scenario, we find 6 moves that don't suit your particular game. Alright, so what annoys me with some coaches is they'll teach every single player the same moves. So it might be that he shows everybody how to do scissors or a Maradona turn or whatever, and he never exposes them to different ones. So I've got moves that I would use in my game that are probably completely different to moves that you would do in your game. So I'm going to try and expose you to 6 just now, but in future sessions I'll show you more and more and more. And then all I want you to do is just pick the ones that you like, or pick the ones that are beneficial to your game. So if it's not something that you'd ever do in a game, or it doesn't affect your game in any way, there's no point continuing trying to force it into your game. We'll pick the ones that are useful to you. The reason I picked these 6 especially, these are what I would call speed moves. So any move that you would use either running at speed against the defender, or will end up with you going fast beyond them. Alright, so this is the scenario for this particular drill, and for these particular skills. This is the last defender. Okay? There's nothing between him and the goal, and we're going to say there's quite a big stretch of space between the goal and him as well. So once you've gone past him, you've then got a little bit of space to keep going fast before you can come up against the goalkeeper and take your shot. Right? Some of these are really simple, a couple of these are a little bit more awkward. So we're going to start, best player in the world? Ronaldo. Right. Messi, easiest skill in the world. 2 touches, you're going to go sideways and forwards around his body. Okay? 2 touches, very simple to perform, very, very effective if you time it well. Okay, so sideways and forward. I saw you do a little variation of that in yours when you were doing your skills. So either way, it's fine. Let's go with the instep first of all. So all I want you to do is just go from there, do your Messi past them, go to the top wall, and come back again. Okay, off you go. We're going to put red cones each side, so if you just go around the red cone and attack them again. Very nice. And relax it. Just very quickly before we do anything else. So what I want you to do, and you did it a couple of times there, which is great. I want you to make sure you do it every time for every skill. To start with, when you do a skill though, you can ignore this but try and implement it as quick as possible. So as you dribble from red cone towards Fred, I want you to get into the habit of being able to see the lower part of his legs. Okay? So when we come to play our 1v1 game in a few minutes, that'll become a little bit more important. I'll explain why we're going to do that. But for now, just focus on the bottom part of his legs. So as you dribble, you've got the ball in the corner of your eye, but you're able to see what's in front of you, especially his legs and the space behind you. Okay? You ready? Show me 2 more Messis. Off you go. So eyes focused on there. 2 touches in quick succession, that's great, and then round there, and then same thing again, eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Lovely job. Alright, second skill. Not a huge fan of this one, but I'll show you it anyway. We'll go to Cristiano Ronaldo. This one we're going to do the roll and step over like that. Okay? But I want you to go a little bit faster each time you do this as well. Are you ready? Off you go. We'll talk in a second. Nice. Excellent. Now, if we try and do it a little bit faster, so this time to perform it a little bit quicker, I like to bring both of my legs up in the air. So really throw your body weight and your body momentum up to the ball like that. Now the reason I like that, it makes you very, very vulnerable if you're touched. Now I don't endorse cheating or diving or anything like that, but if you're performing a skill and this guy's stupid enough to hit you, he deserves to go off the field. Now if that's the last defender, he's getting a red card for that, okay? So if you're in the air, the slightest touch will put you on the ground, okay? So he's going to be a little bit more cautious if he sees that. The second thing it does, as you come back down to earth, so I'll do it in super slow motion, your body weight's going to go quite low, and look at what I'm doing now. I'm in a sprinting position and my body's in between ball and defender. So even if he tries to get the ball now, he's either going to clip me because he can't get to the ball, but now he's in a position where he's facing this way and you're down low with the ball into space and you're in a sprinting position as well. So again, this is why I call this a speed drill, speed skill. Go. And again. And if you time it well and you execute it well, there's nothing you can do to stop that. Very good. And try and get down nice and low into that sprinting position after. Just show me a couple more of these. Very nice, good. And then one more. That's great speed, by the way. Lovely. Alright, now imagine he clips you, the slightest touch when you're going at that speed, you're coming down. Okay, there's nothing you can do to save your feet after that, I would say. Second one we're going to do, I quite like this one because it does the same thing. This is the chop, you've probably done this a million times as well. But think about what happens when you do the chop. It's chop like this, go low into the sprinting position, body in between ball and defender, you're running fast, he's still facing the wrong way, okay? To make this one work even better, I like to come diagonally. Because when you perform this skill, the ball's always going to go to your left or your right, depending on what foot you're going to do. So you've got to change the angle of your body as you approach as you perform the skill. But I like to go diagonally because it leads up to that. Okay, you force it one way, and then you chop the ball into the space you just created for yourself. Go. Nice. A couple of these. Good. One more. Excellent. Next one, we're going to do this one's the tail end. Now this one, it looks a little bit overly simplistic, and it kind of is a little bit, but it works a lot more often than you think. So when we do the 1v1 game, this is probably the one that we'll get the most success with. So you're going to come up to the defender, then you're going to touch it one way, and you go the other way, okay? Think of any defender running fast towards you. That is an extremely simple but very effective thing to do past them. From a defender's point of view, if you think of what's going through his mind, player's running towards him, which defender's gate, by the way. Player run fast towards him. So he's already on edge. Then he sees the ball go one way, the player go the other. He's got a split second to make up his mind. Does he go ball? Player doesn't see that. Try this against somebody. I guarantee he'll freeze for a minute, or a split second, sorry. And then by the time he's made up his mind where he's going to go, too late, ball's gone. Right, ready, off you go. Pretty simple, but very, very effective. Okay, happy with that? Last one we're going to do now. I think this one's one that's going to be good for your game. So when I was reading your report, and your coach mentioned about a little move to buy yourself a yard of space before you get a shot. Yeah. This is one that I actually use quite a lot. So I don't use the skills often in the game, but this is one that I use quite a lot. First should be right for you, yeah? Like Gareth Bale. Like Bill? Yeah, we're going to do a right foot version. Do you like it?
Oh, yeah.
He does this skill quite a lot. Alright? We're going to do it into this corner here. Now this is something, if you come over here as well, this is something I do quite a lot. It's quite a simple skill in theory, but it's great because it will move to the defender one way or another. Okay? So you're going to do two touches here. Imagine we're inside the penalty box, you haven't got a lot of space, he's blocking the shot, that's where you want the ball to go. We need to get him to move out the way, buy yourself the yards, and get your away at the same time. Okay? So two touches you're going to take for this one. You're going to go inside, outside. Okay? Which is, again, it looks quite simple, but think about what's actually happening here. Yeah? Lovely job. If you watch Bill does this all the time in games. But again, come back, you be you again, and I'm just going to be Fred for a second. A lot of defenders, again, think of what's going through his mind. He's on edge. You're about to take a shot. he's probably going to be focusing a little bit too much on the ball here, alright? As you take that little touch inside, he's going to probably shift across as well. Just an automatic response. A lot of defenders, you shift the ball, they just automatically move, pretty much without thinking, and it's only afterwards that they realise I should have done that. Alright, so we try and get him to react. Now, I was saying before, watch the feet. As he's got his foot in the air, that's when you go. That's when you change direction, because there's nothing he can do until he plants his foot down and then changes direction, which only takes a split second. So touch, shot should take a split second as well. Okay, now, the other thing is as well, we want to make sure you can get a yard. Okay, we want to make sure you get away from him. So this touch moves him out of the way, but it also positions us so we can spring, touch and step, all in one movement. So when you go here, all your body weight goes on the left foot, you touch and step with your right foot, and then your next thing after that should be a shot. Okay, ready? Go. So touch in, touch out, shot. Now, like I said, I'm not the fastest player, I'm not the most skillful player, but I do this time and time in a game, and it just gets me a yard, because if you practice it enough, and you start to work out when the defender's overcommitted or when his body weight's too much, you can do this pretty much automatically without thinking, and you know the defender's going to react. So you know he's going to go inside, and you've got that yard to take a shot. Okay? You ready? Go. Good. Nice adjustment of the feet.
Visitors, what's that? Just fall in, wasn't it? Is that right?
I was too wide.
It's alright, that's okay. So you can go as wide or as far away from this as you like. It just depends on what the space and the environment around you. Good stuff. Alright, let's do a 1v1 now. Get Fred out of the way.
£10.7 billion outside from Marseille.
If you head to the red colour at the top there, Chandler. So that's just 5 moves, by the way. There's a million others we can do, but we're just going to concentrate on those 5 for today. And we have, or we're going to have in a second, 2 lines of yellow cones. So I'm going to be the defender, you're going to be the attacker. And I have a small defensive zone. So I'm going to live inside the 2 lines of yellow cones. Your job is simply, to get from red cone there to red cone there, going through the line of yellow cones without me intercepting or taking the ball off them. Okay, now I'll say this time and time again. I saw you do some moves before which were great. We've just done 5 moves there which can be effective in different scenarios. You do not need to use moves to get past the player. Alright, I keep saying that to players, you don't need moves to get past the player. Yes, they help. Some of them have a guarantee that they can make the defender do one thing and you take the ball the other way, like the one that we've just done there, but they're not necessary. Okay? The secret to getting past the player, kind of, but you can make it even easier than this, right? So remember before I said look at the player's feet when you're coming towards him in this scenario. Most defenders will stand sideways like this. They'll be in a circle position, like that, one foot in front of the other. When this back foot comes off the ground, that's your time to make a move. So just come a little bit closer. Now the reason for that, if you watch what's happening, as you were coming, say if you were dribbling to the side here, and all my body weight and my momentum's coming here, I have to move one foot before the other comes. Now when this foot's in the air, I've now committed to going there. There's nothing I can do. If I commit to going this way, all you have to do in theory is touch the ball to the side there, which requires no move, requires no skill. It's just a matter of spot at that moment where he's committed to going in one way, so it might be that he's taking a step there, you go that direction. The trick is with this, it sounds really easy to do, but it's very difficult to spot that moment. Next time you watch Messi play, watch him in slow motion, super slow motion. When he does his skills, his eyes are fixated on the feet, and all he does is wait for that foot to come up, and then he does his skill. Okay? Right, here's what you're going to do. Hang on. You're going to go from red cone, you're going to get past me, to the red cone at the top, dribble around the red cone, attack me again, dribble around the red cone, attack me again. Okay? If I steal the ball from you, I'm going to make you go defend and see what it's like to be from a defender's point of view. You ready? Go. I'll be passive to start with. Nice. And then just mix it up, try and do something a little bit different each time. Ready? Off you go until you find the perfect way to beat me. Done. Careful, don't bang into the bikes. And now I'm active. Ready? Go. So I'm actually going to steal the ball from you now.
He's going to get referees on the back, especially
good. Keep going, keep going.
get a reaction from from the players as well. So far,
We'll say next time it goes off the turf, that's you lost control and you have to come and be a defender, yeah. I want you to pay attention to what I'm doing as well, because I'm going to quiz you in a second. Ready, go. Go.
Just wiping around for this thing.
Too slow.
Alright, you go in the middle. Did you spot what I was doing? And it only worked a couple of times. Yeah, I was trying to open up a little gap for you to go in. Ready? Now, take that bit.
A real flow about it. I won't want my sound to go like that is there. And you should get resilience from the sound that comes here.
There you have that. If it hits off me and goes through, it doesn't have to be pretty, so I'll let you go through it now. Ready? Go. Nice, well done.
She's sick. Could I pick him up from her mother's house?
Oh, excellent squad.
She's sick, you know?
Let's go a couple more and I'm going to change it.
Yeah, so.
Go.
She said, I'm going to be really good. I said,
I'll give you again, go to the top.
But do you have something you're doing with him? Project-wise? You can do it tomorrow? All right.
That's right, good stuff. You've got to cram all this into the next minute or so, okay? So this time, instead of dribbling around a cone, you're going to shoot, okay? Or finish, so this time when you come through the yellow cones, it's now not enough that you just beat me. You want to set yourself up for a perfect shot. So if you come straight down the middle, I'm going to try and force you wide onto your weak foot to make it the hardest shot as possible. Because once you go past the last line of cones, you've now got one touch to put the ball in the back of the net. Right, so you've got to think in advance how you can manage to make some space for yourself and then get your shot. Now if you miss your shot, I immediately become... If you do me a favour, scroll 2 balls down to that goal and then stick a couple of spare ones in there. Let's put a couple in there. So if you miss, I'll become the attacker, I'll run, I'll grab a ball from the net, you've got to run into the middle as quick as you can. Right, we've got 2 minutes to do this. Are you ready? And go. Okay, now finish. Stop. Grab a ball. It's 1.
Hey, Shreen.
Middle. Now watch what I try and do. So I'm going to try and drag you away to the side and leave myself a bit of space here. Double bluff. Good. Grab the ball, touch the net. Okay, now finish. Finish. Need 1 more and then we're done. Go. 1 more, so we're playing first and 3. So you need 1 more and then we're done for the day. Nice skill. Oh, in the middle.
I'm not that. Yeah, I'm not that from
2-1.
Is he just hanging around now, or is he 12? Then, I mean, we...
2. Next goal, the winner.
Would that be okay, alright. Then maybe I'll give you a buzz when I get close. Now, is this the place that's...
Let's get it. Lucky.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay. I'll just put it in the GPS. Okay. Excellent. Good. So probably...
Finish.
Thanks, Shereen.
Lovely. Any questions about anything that covers it? Try and see if you can work this. So I know that I said before, try not to force a skill into your practice, but this will help you get yards. Okay, even if it's just a yard to the side, create a shooting space for you.